I'm Becca and welcome to my channel. Today is just a really quick video of showing you how to use a quilling mould. Now this is just one that I've got, and this has got different dome sizes on, so right down from 2.5mm right up to 4mm, but then it's also got this row here that's got sort of like cones. You can see what I mean. It's got like the flat top, and then it's looks more like a cup, you know, than the other one does. You can either use it from this side, the top one, and push it round, or you can put them on the underside and then push them into the mould that way. I prefer to just use the top one, and it's really easy to use. So you're basically just making really tight coils with your quilling strips. I think this was either 3 or 4 strips that I just made a tight coil out of. I've got different size ones for me to show you. And basically when I'm doing it, it's, if you're going to do this with it, you're probably better with a more thicker or wider quilling strip than the thin ones, just while you're starting out, because if you try pushing them too quickly and using the thin ones, they'll just come unravelled and you'll have to get mad with yourself, and then you'll have to wind it up all over again. But this is the ones that I've got. So I like to start from the largest size down and just press it into the top of the dome, but then I go each size down, start that again, and get smaller and smaller. It all depends on what size your coil is, and each time you get further down and smaller and you're pushing down onto it, so you can almost see the back of my hand there, and when you're pushing it down, oh, let's do it at a better angle from there. Right, so you're basically starting to push it up slightly, each decreasing the size. Just trying to hold it up and then look in the camera at the same time. And then each time it goes to a smaller size, it just pushes it up that little bit more. But don't push too quickly, because like I say, it can end up coming unravelled. Now that one's got the complete dome and it's not pushing it any further, so I know that any smaller ones are not going to make any difference to it. So, and that's just a little cup. And then once you've done that, you just need to put some PVA on the inside. Now it's got quite a flat top with that one, so just push. If you push it out with your thumb or the back end of your quilling tool, mine's gone walkies, but if you want it to just make it a little bit more pointed that way, just tease it out really gently, and just put some glue on the inside, and then just get a paintbrush and just spread it out, and then let it dry, and then it will dry completely solid, and then you've got a nice dome shape that you can use on different types of flowers and things that you're wanting to use, or if you're making a 3D project. It does get more of a proper sort of dome shape when you use the thinner strips, but when you're first starting out at using them, it can be a bit fiddly, unless you know like how much you're pressing onto it, and how slowly or how quickly you want to go, or how you need to go. You're best off practicing with just some wider strips, just till you get used to it. So this one, the smallest one that I did, is just basically one full quilling strip. Now, I go from the smallest one, this one I think, because we know it's not going to fit on this one, so it's not going to make any difference. So, right, it'll not go any further down, so it's just going to be these 3 here that change it, so I just put it on. And another way is to, if you've got it on top of the dot, and then just slowly push down on either side. Now you can't really see what I'm doing here, I can't do that in the air, but you're pushing it down and it's doing that really slowly. And then, like I said, you can tease it with your fingers as well. But what the mould does is gets everything into the sort of same depth and circumference as to what you want it to be for your project, so you know that if you wind up however many quilling strips for each one, you know, to repeat it, you just do the exact same process, and then you just go to whichever size one that you go into. So that's just a really, really dinky one. That's probably one that I'd use on the centre of a flower or something. Now if you wanted to make like a ball, you just need 2 of the exact same size. So you do exactly the same procedure, you know, until you've got it round and you get it to the, you know, the sort of like semicircle as it was, and then you've got them both the same, and then you'd put your glue in the centre, like we've done on the other one, and then once they've both gone dry, hard, then you'd put glue around the outside of the bottom down here, and then you'd just, let's do it with this one, and then you'd push them together, and then you'd obviously have to leave them to dry, but then you'd have a ball shape. So that's how to do it that way. And then on this one with the, trying to think of the right cones, I'd say. I suppose it's just the same one, but you're going to end up with that more flatter edge at the top. Right. So this one, I'm going to have to be careful with this one. Not actually yet tried this one in a while, so do it like that way. I'm just pushing it down gently. And again, depending on what it is you're making it for. And even if you wanted to just start it off under the bottom piece. I mean, when I used to try doing them without these moulds, I could do it, it just took a lot longer because I was that scared that I was moving it too quickly. As you can see, using the mould sort of got that starting point off for me. And that's got, you know, like giving you a proper cone shape. And then once you've got these sort of shapes, you can bend them and move them into position. Say if you're wanting to do a model of a person or something like that, you do thin ones of these, and then you just push them out, and then you can curve them. See if I can do it with this one. You just bend it round into what the way that you want it to go. And just keep pushing it again. Take your time with it. If you rush it, it's just going to spoil it, and then you'll be, like I say, you'll just be mad with yourself, so you've got to start all over again. So you'll be able to tell whether if you've got it how you need it to be. And then, as you can see, I'm just bending it. Looks like 1/2 of a croissant, this. So that's basically what you can do. So you can that's how you can manage to get shapes that are all, you know, curved and, you know, different sizes and things for what you're actually wanting it to be. You don't have to just stick to doing, you know, tight coils and then like layering them up and putting them in different shape and it looking, you know, like all really blocky and, you know, not the best looking. So then that one, obviously I put glue on that one now, so that one will go nearly all the way down to that one. So the base is, I think these ones are numbered rather than in millimetres. Not quite sure why they've done that. Because there's 6 different sizes in this one, but yeah, these ones, they're in however many millimetres they are. I don't know what the logic is behind that one. I've never found that out. But and the other thing that you can use your quilling moulds for is let me see if I've got a flower handy. Right, this is excuse me, yeah, a flower that I've just been creating now. I've used the back to make it 3D, but if you're just sticking all your petals together, you can put them in place in the dome when it's upside down, push it into the bottom, and then if you put your glue in between the petals where you want them to go, so you can see, you know, if you just put like a line of glue over where they join and then just leave it, you'll be able to take it out and the flower will be in the shape of the dome. So then when you carefully lift it out, you can put some more glue down the crack or on the back of it. So ignore that bit as if it weren't there. You just put some more glue down here and let that dry as well, and then you would have your perfectly shaped 3D flower. So I hope that's been helpful. I know when I first started out doing quilling, I was like, how on earth are they doing those domes and circles and spheres and all, you know, all the different shape things. I thought, oh, let's see, have a look into it, and I found that they were using these. You don't have to use this, like I say. If you've got something you know, you can manage to keep hold of your coil quite tightly and not mess it up. I messed it up a lot, so it's all just a case of practicing. So yeah, just if you've just got some quilling strips that don't really matter, or make some of your own, so it's not wasting your you know, your good quality ones, just to practice with, and then rather than going straight into doing a project with it and then getting mad because you've used all your quilling strips up, you've already practiced and you've got an idea of what you're going to do. So like I say, I hope that's helped, and if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments. If you like the video, please like it, and if you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.